When we are talking about volunteers who achieve excellence and go above and beyond, Steve is at the top of that list. Steve completely resembles Teresa in his commitment to the kids on his cases and what we hope that we can provide to every kid in CASA's care. I think more than anything, he is empathetic. He sees families for who they are and doesn't expect them to be something else. He sees the relationship between a child and a parent as important, as sacred, something worth fighting for.
He's definitely an active listener, and I think that that's so important when you're working with teenagers. A lot of times teenagers just want to be heard. Just the fact that he listens, which I think is really important when working with teenagers. Honestly, when working with everybody.
Steve's a busy man, but he will do everything that he can to make sure everybody is up to date on needs of a child on his case.
It can seem a little scary to work with older youth. It takes patience, and Steve definitely has patience, and so he actually takes the time and energy to pour into his kids. You can watch his passion as he's talking to them or as he talks about them.
I've been a CASA volunteer now for almost 4 years. I work for the YMCAs of Greater Kansas City. I take care of all their Head Start centers. Through my work at the YMCAs, I spend a lot of time with a lot of kids, and as much as I love it, I decided that I had enough time and I'd like to do a little more one-on-one, and I selected CASA for a couple of reasons. The main reason is I felt like I could help more kids that way. It's 14, 15 kids, 16 kids, depending on whether you count the babies, and I do.
We don't ask our CASA volunteers to make a lifetime commitment to the kids that they serve. But Steve has seen that he is someone that was trusted by this child who became a parent in the process of losing her parents in one way or another, and has made it his life's mission, commitment, to remain as a stable role model for her and her family.
The best example that I have of Steve is when he came to do an older youth workshop with us. He was just so willing to come and teach our older youth things that he feels like they should know when they transition into adulthood. So I thought that was really cool.
There was a kiddo who was having some issues with anger, and there were some holes punched in walls from some altercations, and Steve decided that he needed to go in there and talk about repercussions and talk about how to fix things that we break, and that's what he did. He went in there and patched some walls and had conversations about how to be the best man, or how to be the best woman, how to be the best person that he could be.
And so I encouraged all of them, and still do encourage every kid that I get to start their own toolbox. So, you need a pair of pliers, you need a screwdriver, and so you just start building those. And by building that toolbox, those are things you'll use all your life. So if we can, it's just another tool or another step in their progression of life, things that you're going to need. And if I can show them that, then that's good.
We can usually count on Steve to be there for our continuing education programs as well as volunteer events. He is still committed to becoming a better advocate himself.
Somebody let him know that we needed somebody, a volunteer at the Pie in the Face station. Just no question. He's like, you guys need it done? I'll do it.
But I got 80 or 90 pies in my face during the course of the day.
Youth are able to pick up on whether or not people care about them or not, and Steve does a great job at showing them that he's present and he's not going anywhere.
He just has this super friendly spirit about him deep down in his soul. He is like a kid at heart.
And he is just one of those people that is so committed to CASA and to the work that he does that he makes sure that everyone knows it.
I believe, if you share your love and your heart enough, then they know that you're being real with them and that you're really trying to help. There's a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes it can be really tough. Sometimes you just want to cry, but other times you're so happy and so overjoyed. And it's why I do it. I'm there to, help the kids out. I have God-given talents, and I want to use them. I want to share what I can share with those kids. And so when that happens, that's why I do CASA.